Hello there, only one Kenobi here, only one. Now, this is a video that I've already filmed it once, and I had to redo it because the fact is, on that video, I was ranting and raving about the negatives here, and that's the fact that the peg holes were shallow, and I've got a big problem with that. But look at the way I've got him standing now. I've actually even got him on the rotating platform, and he's stable. But, you know, you can blow these figures over when they've not got enough security. I like figure stands, man, because I can have my figures on something that keeps them secure, and I don't want to put blue tack on the feet of them. I don't like putting foreign objects or sticky substances or whatever on figures. Yes, you can do that, but shouldn't have to. So people who want posability with these rocker ankles, fair enough, and you can get your figures standing in whatever great pose you want, but you know, when one falls, surely they all do. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't like the idea. And I really do think they should be meeting us halfway, because look at this guy. I'll show you his peg holes in a minute. In fact, I'll show you right now how narrow they are. They're really, how shallow, not narrow. Look at it. They're not deep enough. It's the worst I've seen. And I'm not shaving these down. No chance. No chance. So why can't they meet us halfway and put the peg holes in the toe? Because they've done that before. Some of the best figures. So at the top of my head, the Imperial Navy guard, him. He had peg holes that were on his toe. I don't know, man. It's crazy. There looks to me to be enough depth there. Look at that. It's got more depth on the toe than it has on the heel. Plus, there's now a joint mechanism thing going on there. You know what I mean? So that's probably why they are shallow here. I think it's ridiculous. Can you please sort this out, Hasbro? Because there's this. It's like left and right. It's just like, you know, dividing the 3 3/4 inch community. You've got the people who want this posability, who I think are absolutely right. If they want to get some really good stances set up. I mean, look at that. That reminds me of Revenge of the Sith before those guys shot down Plo Koon. No, Ki-Adi-Mundi. That's great. And then you have people who will say, well, why don't you just use blue tack? Probably. I don't know. No one said that to me directly, but they probably would think that. And yeah, you're right. You could have a figure without a stand, get some blue tack on it, or just pose it correctly. I mean, I had him in a good stance just a minute ago, and he was on the rotating platform, and he was fine. He was secure. He was stable. But at the end of the day, boom, there he goes. At the end of the day, see if I can blow him over. I'll have to give it a big puff. Boom, yeah. Not that there's going to be wind going through your collection rooms, but you get my point, ladies and gentlemen. On a stand, which I can't even demonstrate him on a stand because he won't do it, it is secure. I will move on in a minute and stop ranting about this and talk about what's good about the figure and stuff. But for now, let's just keep talking about the fact that, yeah, there's one other thing I wanted to say. There was a guy who was showing off a figure stand that had like a strap on it. You know, like you could put his feet or a figure's feet under it, but I wouldn't want to do that because it would look like he was on a bloody snowboard or something. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous. So come on, Hasbro. Get some peg holes in the toe. Or, come on, even there. Someone said to me they couldn't do it there. Well, why not? You tell me why not. Look at all that plastic depth you can get there. Come on. Right, enough about that. Here's something else I've got a problem with the figure. Right, his knife. In fact, let's have a look at the figure in the bubble. Let's go handheld. And I love Hunter. I really do like him. I'm glad that we've got him at least. It would be cool in this scale to have the whole Bad Batch. There's not that many of them in the crew, but he is my favourite. Something about that hairband, it gives it that 80s Rambo military look, doesn't it, man? So he's got that really cool knife, which reminds me of the old Republic Trooper. That's another good figure with a knife. And then he's got this interesting weapon here, and then he's got a blaster as well. My biggest gripe is that where are the holsters or anywhere to put the weapon? There isn't anywhere. Now, I've not watched anybody else's review on this guy, so forgive me if this is old news, but this is just me reacting to what I'm seeing. Yes, you can put the dagger there, but he is currently holding both the weapons. There is no holster. Even the 501st had a little clip on their backpacks where you could put their E11s or whatever those larger rifles, sort of blaster things were, those guns. You can't do that with him unless I'm being really daft and I've not spotted it. But yeah, and apart from that, that's all the negative. Let's look at the positive. A great figure. I loved the look of him when I first saw him at Star Wars Celebration in the cabinet. And here he is, and this is really good as well. That's a great idea. Well done for that, Hasbro. Not that you're watching this, but you might be, I don't know. But that's what they have done for you now, ladies and gentlemen. That's a really good idea, and I hope they've got that for the new Phase 1 clone. Can't wait for that to come out. Hunter's great. I've just started watching The Bad Batch again. I watched season 1 when it was out last, I think, was it 2021? And I'm re-watching season 1 because I didn't totally get into it. I loved the first episode, and then I liked the finale, although it was a shame to see Camino get destroyed, but no spoilers. But I'd like to see season 2 because I did see it getting quite a high, props in the overall Disney Star Wars. Oh, I'm going all over the place with the camera work here, ladies and gentlemen. In overall Disney Star Wars listings, and the card back, there's the green pill there. Let's have a look at that image. Nice helmet he has, actually. I've watched episode 1 again. Crosshair's interesting, isn't he? I'd like to see a figure of him. Wrecker, just a classic. You got a motley crew there, and you always have the funny one, the sensible one, the quiet one, the big dopey one, and whatever. But still, it's pretty. I quite like it. It's good. I like the concept of the Bad Batch. Really good. And yeah, that's all really I can say. Should I zoom out? Am I zoomed in there? Yeah, I was zoomed in. Extreme close-up. Whoa! And there he is. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know your thoughts on Hunter. One could argue, the loose collectors, like I am also a loose collector, those people could argue, just give us the rest of the crew in one of those white box thingies, you know what I mean? But having said that, since they've pumped out so many different clones, 5 or 6, same kind of thing, 501st members, they could just give us the Bad Batch individually carded, man. That would be cool, wouldn't it? Oh, God, just before I finish this review, there's his helmet. I haven't shown you him with his helmet on. Or you could have the helmet underneath. Let's put the helmet on, all right? Hang on. Boom. That's pretty cool. I might want to show off that facial sculpt, though. It's so good. Or you can put the helmet under the arm. Let's try that. Awesome. Anyway, thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Rant over. This has been Only One Kenobi, Only One. Out.